Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. And this one we're going to be reacting to Midnight Mass episode 4 or book 4 called Lamentations. Recap.
Our AA group has got a little bit bigger.
Mhm.
Joe's now joined the group. It's only because Lisa, obviously she can walk now. It's a miracle. She goes to see him and confronts him and basically forgives him for what he done. And he has a change of heart, and he feels like he was torturing himself by staying there, or punishing himself by staying there and seeing her in the condition that she's in. But now that she's better, he's kind of like seeking help, I guess, to get him out of the hole that he's in. We find out that Father Paul is Monsignor Prit, basically a younger version of it. He's been bitten by a vampire.
You butchered both parts of that. You have memory of a fish, I swear. Monsignor
Pruitt, that's it, yeah. The old man. They're the same person.
Yeah.
On his pilgrimage, he got bitten by a vampire, but he saw it as an angel. Yeah, an angel. So he thinks he's doing good through kind of like this creature's work.
Because it isn't entirely wrong, which is it's such a beautiful twist in this story. It's not a normal vampire tale, if you want to call it that. It's a lovely twist. I won't say lovely. It is a twist nevertheless.
It's a twist, yeah.
The fact that it is technically giving life, but it's
because he got bitten, and then obviously he was given that vampire back thing gave him the blood, which obviously made him younger again. I think through that he's like, okay, well, I was saved. I've been given another chance. Almost. It obviously has had some sort of repercussions on his health, because he's been throwing up blood or coughing up blood,
fainting, dying. He died. He did
almost.
Die. No,
he did die.
I think he died. Actually died.
Well, he did have a pulse, so his eyes were all bloodshot, and then he kind of woke up.
Puked up blood and everything.
We think Bev might be onto something here, because she was looking at a picture on the wall of a younger Pruitt.
Yeah.
So she may have, I don't know if she's put two and two together or she's figured it out, but she may know something.
Do you think she's put two and two together and just like, oh, it's a miracle? This is further proof that this is.
It could be, yeah.
Divinity.
It could be.
But also we had a good conversation about like how are the residents of Crockett Island healing?
They're getting better.
Yeah. And is he giving blood to them, like from the wine, like when he's doing the sacrament, when he's doing communion kind of thing? And are they getting better because of that? Is it his blood? Is it the vampire's blood that he's been drinking? And because he's given it to the town, he now has no more blood to drink, so he's started to deteriorate, kind of thing. Yeah. And so obviously we've got loads of questions that need answering. I think that was mainly at the town are getting better, and we figured out that this is a vampire tale. So let's see what this episode holds. Episode 4 or book 4, Lamentations. Let's check it out.
Do we see her today?
Oh, it's a her? I thought you didn't want to know.
I don't. I just want you to accidentally tell me. Can you do that? Don't do that.
Is it time jump so we can find out the sex?
I keep waiting for all those weird cravings everyone keeps talking about. But so far, it's just cottage cheese and grapes. And Lucky Charms. Right out of the box.
She can't hear anything.
Difference in the last 24 to 48 hours?
I don't think so. I mean, even yesterday...
Ooh, why did she move the screen away?
Yeah.
You can go ahead and tell me. You tell me. Just go ahead.
She knows something's up a bit.
Bleeding?
No.
I thought she did have a bit of like spotting.
Spotting, yeah, but she said it's normal.
Aaron.
What do you see?
Nothing.
There's no baby.
Where? What?
I mean, there's nothing here.
I don't understand.
There's nothing in your uterus.
What?
How? What? How does that?
I don't understand.
Me too.
In early weeks, people sometimes miscarry without realizing it. But as far along as you are, it would have been noticeable, very noticeable.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, I didn't miscarry.
There's not much I can do. We can run a blood panel and send it to the lab.
This is so messed up.
It seems you have miscarried.
But she did have a baby there.
This is weird. There's nothing. Like, no evidence. This isn't a miscarry at all. What?
What is... Are they missing an A?
Two A's. Two A's. Look.
Yeah.
Today and cancelled. They only have one A.
How is he?
Not sure.
He's trying to figure it out as well, this guy.
It didn't even cross my mind the first time I saw him this way. It didn't even click. I suppose context is everything. It's amazing how the scales fall from our eyes.
So they both know. They both know it's Pruitt.
Oh, sorry. Just hurts my eyes.
Oh, that's all right.
Something going to happen to him if he goes into the sunlight?
We've seen him in daytime before.
I know, that's what I find weird.
You're already looking better, so I imagine you'll be ready by tomorrow if you eat up.
A way to pressure him.
Yeah.
I will. It's just not right now.
Okay, bye,
He's
Bev.
not going anywhere near that light.
Something is happening, shifting inside of me. It's like I can feel God move inside me.
Such a weird way to describe it.
I know.
I think I should be left alone for the rest of the day.
That means leave the room, Bev.
Sturge is gonna answer the call, be a good apostle to you. We can keep this quiet for a moment.
Why would it be kept quiet if it's such a miracle?
We should show them. Tell them who you are. Don't hide your light under a bushel.
It would work wonders. For the faith.
Yeah, but then...
For faith in the community.
In God's time.
There's no other kind, is there?
Okay.
I'm fascinated how devoted she is. You have to commend that.
Okay. Oh, damn, that's instantaneous.
But he never had that problem before, so what's changing?
He didn't die before. After death, he's like fully vampire now.
Yeah. That makes more sense.
I'm just grasping at straws.
I guess I've harbored some resentment for you. I already had resentment in my heart.
At least he's opening up about this.
Well, finally. Right?
But then all the rest happened. And man, I resented that. The cost of you living here with us now. A grown man.
Gee, really glad we're having this talk.
Just let him be open.
He's got a vent, hasn't he? Otherwise, he's never going to get out in the open.
I love you. I really do. It's hard for me to show that when you're here. So
you know what? At least he's saying that it is hard for him.
Yeah.
That's a big step.
You're up again.
Felt like a walk.
Is it me, or does she look like she's getting younger?
She looks like she's getting younger.
Yeah.
Your father's name was George.
What did he do?
He was a fisherman, and then he joined the Navy.
It's all coming back.
Yeah.
And who am I?
You are my world.
Aww.
Heart and soul. My daughter, Sarah. The doctor.
The doctor. Oh, shit.
Hang on, are we thinking that because everyone's getting younger, that baby somehow...
We need to pack up our things since I got back.
It looks like everyone's going back in time a little bit. Are we saying that that baby reverted back to not being...
I mean, we are not saying that. You are saying that.
Well, yeah. But that also means that her blood is tainted with that vampire blood, which is why it started dissolving in the sun.
My mom goes with a passage from Lamentations.
Look and see if there's any sorrow like my sorrow. Damn, why would you frame that?
No idea.
We kept birds when I was a kid. The first thing she wanted to do was clip their wings.
Damn.
She told me I had to hold them while she did it.
Oh.
I asked her why she did it, and she said, so they wouldn't fly away.
That's really messed up.
Yeah.
Everyone gets their wings clipped at some point.
That's a messed up parenting.
I said, Mom, did you get your wings clipped? And she said, yep. Oh, yes. Day you were born.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Why would you say
that? Is savage. No wonder she left.
She's holding those clippers, and I have this bird in my hand. It's cooing in my palm, and it feels like a cat.
That's so messed up.
Something came over me, and I let it go.
Well done.
And then she hit me. Behavior would change. Drinking, yelling, hitting, something more nuanced, something passive-aggressive.
So she's already troubled. She's a troubled person.
I traveled and I lived. And by the time I woke up and the drugs had worn off, I looked up and I had married my mother.
Damn. She carried that trauma across.
Drunk all the time, and then he hit me, and I knew that posture. I knew it. I would have stayed with him. I would have died in that house. Packed my bags. And I never looked back.
Good.
She saved me. And now she's just gone.
I'm floating out in the middle of the bay. In the middle of the water, just gray water, morning water.
Finally, we might get some more insight into his dream.
Yeah.
The dream always ends at the sunrise. Always. I can never get further than that sunrise.
Suppose. Metaphor, new dawn.
A new day, yeah.
That part is real, but the rest, whatever life I'm supposed to have after that, I can't see. And the more I have that dream, the more I just know that it's not in the cards for me.
That's depressing.
Not getting off this island. But you can do anything.
Bounce. They really don't want to be here. I mean, how we have to have a proper conversation about later, but he just really doesn't want to be there.
He hasn't got a choice though, has he? Just kind of just...
Was it part of his parole?
It wasn't, but then I think he had nowhere else to go.
Our sorrow is too much. It's too much. Mercy.
What else can you do?
Live rest from me if I'll let me.
See, now he has to feed. If we're following vampire rules.
Yes. See, this is interesting now because he followed the faith, but it's actually, he's realizing that it's burnt into his hand. Or was he grasping it really tight?
That's what I think he was clutching it too tight.
Okay, fine. I thought maybe he's like, oh, got a taste for it now.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I mean, how else are you going to do it, right?
But it's mad that you're eating it's your own blood.
What choice does he have? Because I don't think he's willing to kill.
Well, I don't think he realizes that that's probably what he has to do. Don't do it, Joe.
Oh, whoa.
Step away, Joe. Come on, you can do it.
How's my night gonna be, Joe?
Oh, shit, how should I know?
You okay?
Oh, working on it, man. I'm working on it. Fuck yeah.
Well done. Well done, Joe.
I was thinking about it. Midnight Mass actually makes sense now because obviously he is a vampire. So if he can only go out at night, then he'll have the evening ceremony, like the evening sermon, isn't it? So.
Sorry to call after dark. I was a little ill, held up all day. But now I'm up and about again, and I thought, I owe your mother her mass.
Wait till he sees her.
Yeah.
Joe. How? How?
How what?
With God, all things are possible.
She knows it's Pruitt.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said in the last one. She remembers him from when they were younger.
So
to tell you.
This must be really nice, like seeing a friend you haven't seen in a very long time kind of thing.
Yeah.
Think I'm delusional?
No.
You think I'm naive?
No.
He's not a bad mather. He's always been respectful. It's just he has a different belief.
I think we all want so badly for there to be a reason for everything and some justice and some comfort when we die.
What happens when we die?
What the fuck happens?
So what do you think?
He believes that the answer has been made up to satisfy that question. That's what he believes.
Yeah.
When I die, my body stops functioning.
It's gonna scientific side of it, like
Yeah, I'm gonna go back into the earth and
maybe my brain releases a flood of DMT. It's a psychedelic drug released when we dream, so I dream. I dream bigger than I have ever dreamed before because
I had no idea that's what happens.
yeah.
My brain activity ceases and
That's a very in-depth
nothing left.
Scientific
explanation
way.
of yeah.
It's just a scientific way. This is not the question she asked, but I suppose he just said, "This is what
That's how
physically
he
happens.
views the question.
Yeah, this is what physically happens to you."
That I ever hurt someone. That I ever killed someone. Everything is as it was before me.
This is a crazy monologue.
And I'm serving a purpose.
It's one that you can tell he's thought about it
A lot.
a lot.
What happens when you die?
Speaking for myself, I'm not the one that died today. She was never awake, so all she ever knew was dreaming. That perfect little spirit just lifted up. Because God didn't send her to suffer through a life on earth, no. God just sent her down here to sleep.
It's an interesting way of looking at it, of trying to justify it.
Except we don't know this exactly.
Exactly, yeah, that's the thing.
She's just not there.
She's wrapped in a feeling of love. She has never sinned. And there are people there and she doesn't know it, but they're her family. And then when God reaches down and kisses her head, and the second he says her name, she grows up.
That's quite beautiful. I can't imagine what she's actually going through. It's an insane experience.
And that's what we mean when we say heaven. No mansions, no rivers of diamonds or fluffy clouds or angel wings.
Just love.
You are loved.
Yeah.
It's a good way to see both sides of what they think, their beliefs or their...
He's gonna break. He has to. There's a certain point where your body is just like, look, bro, you gotta... Damn.
It's almost like obviously he's changing, we know that, but it's... Yeah, like I said, he hasn't been told that he needs blood. He's only figured it out himself.
I think he knows, otherwise he wouldn't have said, "Where are you?" I think he wants more blood.
Oh, what I see from the creature. Yeah.
Father.
It's interesting because he actually looks like an alcoholic. Doesn't he, like, to the alcoholic? But
You said come by here if I ever felt like, if it got too much. But you're busy.
It's such a good thing to do for Joe, but it's like the worst time imaginable.
Yeah.
You could be his son.
Oh, okay, we could look at it like that.
Old man wasn't exactly celibate. I mean, who can blame him? I'll see you tomorrow at...
Oh my god, he's struggling. Look at his face. He's struggling.
I know. Is he gonna kill him here?
He won't.
I'm proud of you, Joe.
He's a good person.
That hunger, and I know how hard it is to fight against.
Okay, that's a creepy smile.
Yeah. Only because he's going through those things, isn't he?
Okay, okay. And break.
Oh, thank you.
And break.
I'm gonna go.
And oh, he's fully bear hugging him now.
Stop it!
Oh!
Oh.
If he starts licking that blood.
I know. That's what I was thinking. He's going for it. Oh man! Imagine this is the last thing that you're seeing as you're dying. You might want to shut the door. Like,
I want someone to see this. Oh my god, he is fully just like it's a bowl. Like it's a bowl.
it's like a milkshake. It's just sitting there.
That
like,
is mad.
with a straw.
That is crazy. That's some crazy shit. Father Paul or Monsignor Pruitt, what's happened? Oh, he saw her this time.
Yeah.
That's quite sweet.
I don't think I'm gonna go to church. I think I'm gonna go to the mainland.
Hmm.
Okay, that's good.
Not to like get a second opinion or anything. To get a second opinion.
Of course.
It's only the right thing to do. You'd do the same, wouldn't you?
Well, the thing is, her blood can't be tested because it evaporated.
True, but she don't know that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do communion or anything.
I know. You can't. They won't let you because you're not a Christian. I understand you're curious. I will not tell my son not to look for God. Son, Ollie, we already have him.
No, thank you, Dad. I know this isn't easy for you, so thank you.
Yeah, this must be tough on Hassan.
Oh, man, I'm hoping he's cleaned up this mess.
Or he's just
Otherwise, he's just going to find like a dead Joe and he's just sitting there with a straw.
If she does find that, how do you think she'll deal with it?
To be fair, I think she'll be for it. Weirdly enough, because she somehow accepts the miracle of him turning young again.
It's a half hour late.
Well,
there you go. Now this will answer our question.
No, you don't have to say a thing. Not you. Not to me. We've got to get you cleaned up. Get you to the church.
I'm sorry. She's just... no.
I mean, it's in keeping of what we think of her anyway.
Here's the thing.
It's... Oh, yeah, he can't go anywhere.
He's fully a vampire, mate.
Yeah.
You are going to stay right here. Here's what we're going to do.
Oh, look at her. She's fully, like, zoned in.
But...
I think we'll have to cancel Mass.
Mm-hmm.
Father Paul is bouncing back from a stomach bug. Poor thing. Our dear Dolly Scarborough. Come up here, Dolly.
I was going to say, couldn't she... Is she not allowed to do it?
No.
We gather together. Dolly, will you lead us?
You can't get any old random person to give a sermon. But you can do
Not
the
a
singing.
sermon,
You can
like
do the
as
singing. You can do the hymns.
Yeah.
Wrap it up in the carpet. Put it in your truck. Take it to one of the
Oh my
empty
god.
houses on the west
Oh
bank.
my god. What the actual hell? Like,
Tonight,
what?
late. Tie an anchor to it and drop it 5 miles out.
Wow.
Oh, just...
I mean, she thought of everything.
That's the mayor of this town as well.
Mm-hmm.
This. What the hell did you do?
Oh, damn.
The man who acts presumptuously by not obeying the priest who stands to minister there before the Lord your God, that man shall die.
Well, okay.
Is the man that put your daughter in a wheelchair.
Oh my god, that's how she's justifying
no,
it.
no,
That's how she's
no,
justifying
I'm sorry,
it.
no.
Like the devil was killed.
A heathen
No.
of the first order.
Okay.
He's a maimer of children and a blessing to no
A
one.
maimer of children.
How can you sit there and spit this and not
Because
not condemn?
Because it's Bev. It's Bev.
Yeah, but it's
It's Bev.
no.
Yeah, yes.
No. She's 50 Shades of messed up. I'm sorry.
Definitely 50 Shades of fucked up.
Our Lord sent angels to Egypt to slaughter the firstborn of the Egyptians, turned cities to assault women and children alike.
Look at his face. Look at the mayor's face.
Yeah, I understand exactly how his reaction is here.
You want to question him? Now wait, if you want to pick and choose which one of his works are
I mean, she's a piece of work. I gotta give it to her.
Return all his graces to sender then, and let your little girl sit back down in that wheelchair.
I mean, damn, there's no need for
How
that.
how can you sit there and saying you're doing the Lord's work when there's a man sitting in the corner covered in blood?
Wrap it up in the carpet.
Why don't you do it, you mango?
Why does she want to get her hands dirty? She's attending to the vessel.
Do you have guilt in your heart for doing what you had to?
No.
I mean, he was having dinner. Why would you have a heavy heart with that?
Having dinner.
Your tests are all negative.
I know, I lost the baby.
No, I mean, your HCG levels are normal.
There never was a baby.
Even after a miscarriage, they'd stay elevated 6 weeks or so.
All right, I didn't have there was no
We are so stupid. We are so stupid. If she is a vampire, then her body then would have killed and ate the baby, no?
Why did you say that like it's a normal thing to say?
No.
We are so stupid. We're so stupid. Let me
heard the heartbeat many times. I saw her move. I saw her sucking her thumb.
I've shelved that for now.
Your body isn't the body of a woman who's been pregnant. It just isn't.
I was pregnant.
Not
I was.
according to your blood.
She must be going crazy.
I was wondering if perhaps we could arrange for you to speak with someone in our psych department.
Of course.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. That makes sense.
Riley should have been with her, man. Look at the way he's standing.
It's just... I'm hoping he's cleaned up.
Such a shame. He's such a good person. He was helping them so much, everyone in the community.
What do you say? You say, I'm so sorry for your loss. God works in mysterious ways. Can never understand the will of God. And I wouldn't presume to know what to say to Aaron Green other than that.
God works in mysterious ways. Can't say anything else. Isn't it funny how he's not holding a cup of coffee this time?
We must trust in the Lord with our whole heart.
Yeah, that's true.
Give ourselves over, maybe for a moment.
This is how you want to do an AA meeting. Give yourself over just for a moment.
He's justifying himself in this. That's the brilliant thing about it.
Shall we wait for Joe?
Joe won't be attending. Forever.
Oh, he's off island today, visiting his sister, I think. He's not sure when he's going to
He knows that his sister's dead.
Well, that's a lie, and he knows it.
Shall we begin with Serenity? I'm sure he'll grace us next week.
That's interesting. So he's already starting to... He's kind of doubting what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
I know. He never really felt like this was home. Like Crockett wasn't so much a place we lived as a place we lived through, waiting for help to come.
Father Paul lied to me tonight.
Yeah. So begins the fracture.
Please be careful. That's all I ask.
Unfortunately, it's too late for her.
It's not. She's not dead. It's not like for any of them.
No, but if Father Paul eventually got younger, eventually that's going to happen to all of these guys, right?
Oh shit, yeah. Is this the same night? Because if it is, he needs blood. That means he needs blood daily. Look at him. Oh god.
Oh, it's the tall-hatted man.
It's the creature. It's been.
Yeah, that's what I said to you. Yeah.
It's the creature this entire time, and the hat and the thingy. It wasn't Pruitt in the first episode, and it wasn't.
It was him on the beach.
Yeah. Maybe shut the door.
Oh.
It is fully the blood. It's not wine. No part of it is wine. It's fully this.
But the thing is, he's found a way of not giving into the hunger, or maybe it's like in the early stages you have to be hungry and then you find a way.
Who's not
I know
giving
we
into the
kill
hunger?
that thing, that creature. I'll come on to it. I'll tell you afterwards. Though.
Okay, so he killed that kid and he killed loads of cats.
Yeah, no. As in, but we haven't seen him kill anyone else since.
And that's still young, mate.
Sister.
Oh, crap.
No.
He's gone to the rec center, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Oh, God. Oh, no. Is he still there or is it over?
I don't know.
He's there.
He thinks, because remember he saw that man in the hat.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
That was so fast. Well,
he's actually killing him. Oh, like biting him. Like,
yeah, he's being a vampire. So the thing you said about not killing or feeding, I think we can scrap that bit.
Yeah. But we've just lost Riley then.
Not necessarily. And that's the end of the episode. This was an amazing episode. This was a brilliant episode, by the way. But yeah, go on, thoughts.
I don't even know where to start. Okay, we'll start with Erin.
Okay.
Start with Erin, because that's been festering in my mind. Okay, if what happened to Father Paul, if you look at the timeline of when he got bitten and then when he eventually had all that blood coming out of his mouth and then he died, technically that could happen. Let's just say that could happen to everyone.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because we only have Father Paul or Monsignor Pruitt. He's the only basis we have on what happens to someone. If that's the case, then that happened to him, then that should happen to everyone else. Yeah, I agree with you.
So technically, because he's obviously given out his blood and it's affecting everyone by making them younger, does it mean that... I'm trying to think back to that scene where she was in the toilet and obviously she was spotting she had a little bit of blood. I don't know if that was her obviously miscarriaging. Let's just say for 1 second that was her miscarriaging. Then because whatever is in the blood it's making her younger again. It's almost like the reason I said it's probably...
You can't say miscarriage because there's been no evidence of a miscarriage.
I know, but that's what I was saying was maybe her body's actually... Because she's obviously got vampire blood in her, then I was thinking maybe it's actually fed on...
But it's not just the baby. It's not just the baby. None of her hormones are as if she's had a baby. Ever.
Which is why I'm saying, like, maybe...
So it's not as if the vampiric side of her body has eaten the baby, because it'd still be some form of evidence that she was pregnant in the first place. There is no evidence. She's saying you were never pregnant.
See, that's what's throwing me. That's what's throwing the spanner.
That should be the main bit. It's got nothing.
Yeah. Okay, so that's fine. So that's her done. I'll come on to Bev last.
I mean, it's not. We're still in like the shadows of what's actually happened to Erin. I mean, if it's not a spoiler, let us know in the comments what exactly happened to Erin. Is it the time, like everyone's got younger? Has it reversed time? So it's as if she was never pregnant? Is that what's happened to her body clock? Or is it the vampiric side of the blood has eaten the baby and got rid of the hormones? What exactly is it? Go on, what's the next one?
Well, with Father Paul, it's quite funny because he thought he was helping people, but obviously he's doing that vampire's work in the sense that creating an army of vampires, not an army, but like he's creating more vampires through the blood and whatever. I didn't think he would do that to Joe. I thought he'd bite him, but then obviously through an accident, I want to call it an accident, because he did kind of hold him and then let him go. He's just sitting there with a straw, just drinking his blood out of his head. I did not think that Bev would react that way. As in, I didn't think Father Paul would be that hungry that quickly. But then I wasn't expecting Bev to react the way that she did, in the sense
Did you not? Really?
No,
you said it before she opened the door that she's going to be for it. What did you think?
I know, but
what was your example of for it? What did you mean by for it then?
A part of me was like, she cannot be that. She cannot be that devout.
She killed a fucking dog.
No, I know.
She didn't like it.
No, I know. But then when
pure fucking evil.
No, she is,
and she will justify it in any way possible. Yes. So we already knew what she was like. The only thing I didn't know is how strategic she would be about it. She planned that shit out in no time of what to do with the body and what should happen going like forward. That's what I was more astounded by. Like, she is on point.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong here, but the way she interprets her faith, she's bending it to her will, rather than it being the other way around.
As in, I get what you're saying. She's bending it slightly.
That's what I think. That's personally.
She's trying to justify it. I agree with that. Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like there's parts of I don't think she.
You're struggling to explain it. I get it. I would say more she's manipulating what.
That's probably a better way to put
the religion is, rather than justifying it or bending it. Father Paul, I think, still sees it as a miracle and it's something good, but I also feel that it's slipping away from him. That he's still forcing him in himself to say this is good and this is what should happen and they're blessings and miracles. But as he keeps on struggling to go against the hunger, which is what's happening. The reason he didn't attack Joe and he still ended up eating is because the hunger just took over. And if you've seen like vampire, I've seen like tons of vampire shit. It's just something bound to happen.
I think slightly different. I think like, yes, he wanted to do good and that's why he started giving it out and all the blood and all that, whatever.
Yeah.
But he's now at the mercy of this creature. So
no, I don't think so. I think he's still it's his hunger that he's at the mercy.
That's what I mean.
Of.
He's at the mercy because of his hunger. Yeah. He's at the mercy, and he's like.
And because of that, he needs the creature. He needs the creature's blood. He wasn't at the mercy of his hunger. He couldn't give a fuck about the creature. But
which is true because he genuinely thought he was doing good by helping Riley.
I still think he does. And it's different. His justification of what's happening is different to Bev. I genuinely genuinely believes that this is the right way. But the hunger will take over that justification kind of thing, or whatever.
It has, and I think I find it really interesting that we've essentially lost Riley as a result of it.
See, I get that was the ending bit. We don't know what's going to happen afterwards. He could.
That's what I mean.
Feed the creature. Could feed Riley.
It's actually quite funny because when you think about the people who haven't actually drank the blood at this point, it's only the sheriff and his son.
It is only his son, yeah. And Ali is gonna go to the next mass, I'm assuming. So if he decides, I know he told the son I'm not gonna take communion, but if he does decide on the spot, then we may lose Ali.
So it will just be the sheriff and the doctor then.
Yeah, essentially.
Those are the two.
The last bit on I was going to say the
I was right. Sorry, I was right, by the way. Remember I said there were two. One is the creature, one is the master.
No, because at the time you said both were feeding and both went feeding at the time. The father was
both
fine.
went feeding, but there were two. So he was the guy in the box then. I'm assuming that was obviously he's definitely the guy in the box.
The creature.
The vampire, yeah.
Yes. That we agree on that. You were saying there's two creatures. There weren't two creatures. The last bit.
Now there is.
Yes, there aren't two creatures. There's one creature. There's loads of. Stop confusing yourself. You're going to confuse yourself. The last bit is on the relationship between Monsignor Pruitt and Mildred, who I think is the doctor's name. The
doctor's mother.
Friends, obviously they known each other when they were younger. The face she saw with the hat and the coat was the creature when she's saying it's your dad. So obviously she got that all wrong.
But okay, here's something that's gonna really bake your noodle then.
Go on.
Was it Joe that said, "Oh, he wasn't exactly the most"? He was questioning his celibacy at one point.
Monsignor
Pruitt's celibacy. So, just saying, it could have been those two before, you know. I don't think that. I'm not even going to go down.
I swear you don't watch the episode. She already said your father's name.
I do. Well, I just
no. Wait, stop. Her father's name is George.
So we know. So she says.
So you've made up a complete story saying she's lying of no evidence, from no evidence whatsoever. She is lying. No, your father's name is not George. Your father's name is John. Is it Pruitt? John Pruitt. Is that his name?
That's okay. Yeah. I think that's yeah.
Okay.
That's quite clever, the way they've done that, because it's Father John Paul and obviously it's John Pruitt.
Oh yeah.
I found that quite clever as well.
That's quite clever.
This was a good episode though. I think. Yeah. We're now seeing the after effects of what he thought was good. We're seeing how it's changing different people's lives, and I like that now, because before it was like a mystery up to what, like in all the other shows, it's a mystery up to what is happening. Now we're seeing something has happened, and now we're seeing the after effects of it. I think that's quite cleverly.
I think we'll also get to see, as time goes on. Well, there's only one outcome. People are going to start dying, really, isn't it?
That's what I mean. There's only the Doctor and
yeah, if whatever happened to... But if they die, they will come back alive. They'll need blood. So they'll all be proper vampires afterwards. So the Doctor and... Who? Doctor and the Sheriff need to bounce. And Ali, if he doesn't, they need to bounce off the island and just... let this island of vampires exist on its own.
So but yeah, random. It's brilliant. What a brilliant concept.
It's a very brilliant concept. Lovely twist on the vampire tale. Great episode. Sorry, we rambled on for a very long time there. It's a great episode. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of the episode and our reaction to it? But other than that, please like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.